Gosh. Here I am starting to stream and everything without even a headset connected to my controller. Is it going now? Hello, update please. Alright, it's updated. It should be on my microphone. Let's see if the audio's in my headphones like it's supposed to be. It is not. Okay. Come on. I need you to be in my headset. Okay, why? I hate when it does this. Oh, sorry. Sorry, wrong button. I was trying to open the settings. My bad. Why? Where is the audio settings? Huh? Why? Hello? I don't care about any of that. I don't have cheats on. I don't... Hello? Okay, I'm gonna save and quit and try again. Let's see if it decides to actually give me audio this time. And I think I have to go out into this to change the audio settings, evidently. Goodness. Anyways, I didn't stream yesterday because I ended up just barely getting all the cleaning I needed to get done completed. There we go. Video, general. I don't need general, I don't think. I think I need audio. There we go. Okay. Music is down. Sound. I'll keep it at 50. Okay, why is it not playing in my headphones then? Like, I'm gonna unplug and replug in my headset real quick. My headset's plugged back in. Let's see if it gives me any audio this time. If not, I guess it's not the end of the world, but frustrating. I apologize for the blur. It's just literally notifying me that I didn't have any microphone to use. Let me make sure the microphone is in fact working now. And why is my phone not charging? Everything hates me today, okay? Is it working? Is it working? Yes, it is. Okay. Sorry for the double audio for a second. Why is my cat downstairs screaming? Let me call her. Maybe she'll come upstairs so she stops screaming. My cat is just running around downstairs absolutely yelling at the top of her lungs. Anyway, so I will have to pause in 42 minutes to be able to, yeah, it's not working still, whatever, to be able to quit going after villagers, to be able to switch over my laundry because my laundry is currently going and it has 42 minutes left. Or not switch over, I gotta take it out because it's on the dryers. But anyways, yeah, I'll have to do that in 42 minutes. Die. Quit targeting villagers. Quit targeting my villagers. Hi, there you are, kitty. What are you doing? Hello, my little. Okay, I don't know what else we're gonna do while we're here. What's the one for an armor again? I mean, yeah, an armor. What's the one for an armor? I think a blast furnace, isn't it? And I've only got the one blast furnace. Where's the one with the armor? It was back this way where I was. I'm real bright sometimes. Where's my armor, dude? Why am I lost? Oh, this house, this house, this house. Okay. Yeah, it's the blast furnace. So, oh, I do have 3 blast furnaces on me. Okay. So I want to make another armor, dude. Is there like a way to guarantee that it'll be the other type of armor? Let me look at villager trades again. Villager trade jobs. Because there's a trading in Minecraft thingy that shows you what their trades are. Armor. Yeah, it doesn't tell you. It's basically just a 50-50. So I could end up wasting all my time and effort to upgrade it just for it to be boots and a helmet again. I don't know if I want to do that. So I don't know what I want to do then. Because I don't know if I want to keep screwing around to find a weapon or an armor that gives me more than just those. Hi, buddy. They're breeding, so they're making more. I mean, I could always go to the other village, I guess, and make a new armor and see. This guy an armor? No, he's the weaponsmith. But I don't need him anymore because I already have the weapons that I need. And this guy already traded me what he'll trade me. I guess we could make a trip to the other village and see what's possible. But I think we'd have to do a bunch of gravel trades. You know what? I think we're fine. I think we're fine to head home, honestly. I don't think we need to keep doing this. Because we can enchant a couple times right now. We got a decent chunk of emeralds. We got some more gear. We got some cooked fish. We got rid of a bunch of our fish. I think we're alright. You know, I don't think we need to keep messing around right now. I think we just need to keep trying for fortune on our pick, our diamond pick. And then we can just mine for diamonds ourselves anyways. Yeah, okay. So, which way is home? Where's my chords writer? Please tell me I wrote down home chords. If I didn't, I'm kind of screwed. Okay, 505. I was gonna say I didn't because it was way down on my list. Down this way. Alright, let's head home. I thought it was going this way, but I wasn't 100% sure, so I didn't want to risk it. Risky business. Why did it only rain for like a little bit? Oh yeah, because savannas are like deserts. They don't get their rain the same. I was very confused why it only partially rained. I'm sorry, horse. I need the leather. Do we still have our cat? Yes. I almost forgot that I named the cat that's coming home with us. I don't want the cat to fall in this, so I'm gonna try to skirt around it. It's another big cave. Interesting. I'm really bothered that I could have the audio for the game in my headset yesterday and then it's not working today. I was thinking it's like something with the way that my headset plugs into my controller, but I kept twisting it around and unplugging and replugging it back in and it wasn't changing it, so I don't know, maybe I'm just delusional. Try to replenish our wood supply since we just used some to get stick trades. I think I'm just gonna use the rest of this axe. Yeah, it just really bothers me to play without game audio, because I can't fully tell what's going on in important situations. Is my cat still with me? Yeah. I know they're supposed to teleport, but I've had plenty of instances where they don't teleport, like I happened to cross water just too far away and stuff, so I get a little paranoid. But yeah, I didn't end up having the time to stream yesterday because I did take a little bit of a nap, and then I cleaned, and my cleaning took a lot longer than expected because I had to catch up on some undone cleaning. I basically was like still actively cleaning when my partner got home, but I did get some time today because he's still going out today, like I had mentioned before. I don't know how long I'll have. Like I said, I definitely need to pause to go get my laundry when that's finished, which won't take too long. And I won't like pause stream, I'll literally just pause the game probably. The other thing that bothers me about no game audio is I can't tell if my cat's taking fall damage on this trip. I don't think it is, but I can't tell. I wonder if when I don't have game audio, you guys don't have game audio either. Like, I wonder if it's an overall game glitch or if it's just a headset glitch. I guess I could check that in a second somehow. I can't, like, unmute it while I'm actively taking damage, so... Cat, you're not helping. I'm trying not to hit you. Oh my god. I'm trying not to hit my cat because it's like getting in my face, so I'm not hitting any of these guys correctly. Almost died because my cat's real smart. God, that was not fun. My cat's like, here mom, I'll help. Let me just step directly in front of your swinging sword with fire aspect. That'll help. Help stress me out. Nope, 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 nope. Big bag of nopes, big bag of nopes. Big bag of nopes. Run as far and as fast as you can. Can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. I just don't want that witch to catch up to me. I don't care much about the skeleton, but the witch? No, thank you. Zombies, also no thank you right now. I just want to get home. I just want to get home. Just let me go home. My cat better still be following me and still be alive, because I ain't stopping to check right now. Not with 20 billion mobs on my butt. Cat? Yes, okay. Creeper. I could have just let the cat scare it away, but I need the gunpowder. This should make cats useful for more than just creepers. I mean, the creeper feature's kinda cool and useful, but not that much. I hope my cat can teleport this far. Otherwise, I'd have to go get a boat and boat it over here. Or walk around the edge somehow. This is the closest point of access. Kitty? Cat? Damn it, it's too far. Alright, I'll sleep. And then I'll nab a boat and go get the cat. I had a feeling it would be too far anyways. I kinda knew. I just was hoping it wasn't the case. Hoping and praying. Even though I don't pray, especially not in the way that most people would. I'm very tired today, so I apologize for all the yawns. Where's my boat? It's gotta be around here somewhere. Right here. Alright, let's go rescue Kitty. We're gonna name the cat. I don't know what we'll name it, but we gotta name it. It better just be like unable to teleport and not dead. Yeah, it's just I'm unable to teleport. It's been trying to slowly swim towards me. Come here, buddy. I got you. Take you home. I was gonna say, don't tell me it got into the damn boat again. You can be a kitchen kitty for now. You can chill in the kitchen. Alright, so we came back with a whole heck ton of cooked fish. I'm just gonna leave that like that for now. Because all the job blocks are pretty much only ever used for the village anyways. We got some bread. And then the rest of this can get put away after we disenchant it. We're gonna put them in here for now, for one each to test enchants. And then the rest can go in here for right now. Decent little stock of emeralds, a little bit extra wood of each type. And then useful blocks. Listen to this. Hey, welcome, how are you? There we go, we got 3 bundles in here, and then we've got this. Alright, let's make another axe for now, and then let's go test enchants with the levels that we have. I don't need this. Sharp 4 is staying for now. I feel you on that one. I am alright. I'm a little stressed because tomorrow is going to be a long and hectic day, but I am here for now. I guess we can try Unbreaking 3 again. Silk Touch again, that's not helpful. Fortune 2 on a friggin' axe? Please tell me it gives me Fortune 2 on the pickaxe. I mean, I do want it on the axe too, but I'd rather put it on the pickaxe first. Because then we could have a lot of options. Let's just enchant this because I don't need the Silk Touch right now. Please be Fortune 2. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Okay. We figured out a very important piece of the puzzle today. Which means I believe we can start putting together our final pickaxe. Let's go get all our pieces for that. Okay, Fortune, Unbreaking, Efficiency 3, so that'll make Fortune 3 and Efficiency 4, and then we have Efficiency 4 right here, and then we just need Mending, which we don't have a useful one for, because that one's going to be for the prot. We could throw that one on just to use the Mending. Because I think we have another Frostwalker one, don't we? Yeah. And I don't use Prot, and the Efficiency 3 isn't that helpful right now. We could throw that one on for the Mending for right now. I think that'd be fine. Let's see if we have enough levels to put this together. Wow, wrong one. Need the anvil. Alright, 7. 7. Alright, and then we can do Efficiency 5. And then we can do Mending. Fortune, Unbreaking, Efficiency, Mending. I think that's everything, right? I think that's maxed for what I need right now. I think we did it. With 15 levels to spare, no less. Okay, cool. So we can start diamond mining, strip mining for diamonds if we want to. Thank you. That's kind of the goal right now. I want to go to the Nether to get blaze rods, to be able to brew so that I can get weakness pots and get villagers made for over here instead of having to travel the thousands of blocks that way to go to the village all the time, and then start like a village setup with breeding them and giving them jobs, and then with that I could use books to get better enchants quicker. But I need more diamonds in general, and I need better armor and better gear to survive the Nether, because we've traveled quite a few blocks, at least a decent chunk of blocks quite a few times in the Nether so far, and we have yet to find a fortress or a bastion. So I wanted to get some diamonds to keep making gear, diamonds and levels really, to keep making good gear, to keep getting closer to the Nether, because honestly, even with full netherite in my other worlds, I still have a very close death rate in the nether. It's not my favorite place to be. I tried to trade gold with some piglins to see if we could get fire res, because that would make life a lot easier, but we didn't get any fire res, unfortunately. So it's kind of frustrating. We got some soul speed boots, which we could put to use when we go back to the nether. But other than that, we kind of got screwed over by the piglins. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't think I have really enough gold to trade with. At least not for very long. $18 wouldn't last very long at all, especially if I got multiple of them attracted to it. I gotta sneeze. I'm gonna mute for a second. Okay, my sneeze decided to not exist. Oh, we do have like a whole stack of gold in here I didn't realize we had. So maybe we could go trade some. I don't want to trade off all our gold though. Because I do want some for golden apples for when we do. So maybe I'll trade like half a stack, see if we can get some fire res pots. I still have gold armor on, right? Yeah. Let's go trade a half a stack of gold, see what we can get. See if anything useful comes up. And then we'll see if we can explore for the fortress. I wouldn't mind trying the fortress right now. We've got decently prot iron armor. We've got gold helmets that they don't get angry at us, and we've got a really good sword and a very good bow. But I don't know. We don't have that many arrows. Hey buddy, you wanna trade? Actually, you can trade me and then I'm gonna go over there, because there's like 5 of them over there and they would be much easier to trade quickly with, so give me something. Blackstone, real helpful, thanks. I'm going over here for these guys. You guys wanna come look at the gold? There's gold right here. Do I really have to go push them to it? Come on. Hello, gold. Hello. Right here. Gold. Yes, gold. 3 of you. Yes, okay. I could get the 4th and 5th over there, but I don't think I'm gonna. I think they'll wander this way anyways. Yep, here comes another one. That other one's gonna go kill that hoglin, which I don't mind one bit. Ender pearls are nice. Oh, here comes 2 more for the gold. Alright, so we've got quite the trades going. That hoglin's on his way, though. Make sure that hoglin doesn't do anything. Talk about lag, we have floating objects here. Alright. They're about to finish this really quickly. Enchanted book. More ender. Ooh, fire res finally. Okay. And we got another ghast. Fire res for 3 minutes. It's not great, but that's also not the worst, so I'm not gonna complain. I think for right now I'm gonna go take all this loot back home. That really wasn't that bad. But anyways, we've explored that way until we hit lava, and we've explored that way until we hit lava. And I think we've explored that way some, but I don't know if it was until we hit lava or not. And we haven't found any good stuff. So I don't know what we'll do. I want to mine that gold so bad, but I don't want to tick off the like 20 of them around here. Because I don't think I'd fare well trying to fight them all at once. Like that couple hoglins that are about to be very dead. I love watching them swarm. Also, that one with the iron chestplate is the one that stole my iron chestplate one of the 5 times I died in the nether in a row, so I kind of want to murk him every time I see him, but I haven't yet. Where am I? Okay. We gotta name these dogs too. I know I want to name one of them Rusty, but I don't know what I want to name the other one. Alright, so soul sand goes in here, this goes in here, this guy goes in here, that goes in here, that can go in here. Everything else isn't, though. We've got some iron nuggets. We've got a water bottle. We've got enchanted book. We've got leather. We've got string and ender pearls. We've got fire charge. And then we've got gravel and obby. Okay, so that wasn't a bad trade session. We got at least one fire res, which is something to start with. Because we could definitely make use of that. We could always do a butcher villager one of the times we go over to the village again. I really want to just get my own villagers. I still don't know where I would set them up though, which is a problem. Like, I'd need to set up a housing system for them. Maybe I'd make something on the water even? I don't know. You are not supposed to be anywhere near my house. Nope, that didn't work, but it's fine. Maybe I could even set them up with like a house type building on the water. I don't know. I want to put them somewhere, obviously, but I don't know where. I don't really want to put them on all this sand. I could put them in here, but I'd have to, you know, cover up this entire section, which is what I was using for a mine. I don't know. Let's go farm for some XP and some loot. Hopefully get a bunch more gunpowder and some more arrows. I saw a creeper over here. Oh god, I hate these little buggers. And there goes the creeper I was looking for. This little bugger's gonna kill me. I can't stand baby zombies. I just don't have the coordination and the tracking to be able to track baby zombies. So they drive me nuts because they can kill the hell out of me without me even being able to do anything about it. That dude would be fun to cure. He's a Fletcher already. Make good emerald trades. I'm really not bothering to save any of the ones I'm gonna want to cure because I still have yet to even find a fortress to be able to even think about it. I really should be saving some of the ones I want to cure, but I don't know. I just don't think it's worth the effort when they could despawn anyways, and I don't know when I'll be able to cure any of them. And they spawn pretty regularly in this area, so it's not like I'm gonna never see them again or never get a Fletcher one again. Probably should clip that because it'll be the one time that I end up never finding a Fletcher again. End up spending like 20 days farming zombies at night trying to find a Fletcher zombie villager. Knowing my luck. I mainly want gunpowder. That's what I'm looking for the most. 2 creepies. Oh, goodness. As you can hear, I kind of panicked because I aimed terribly on that one. I thought I wasn't going to be able to aim correctly because I was absolutely swaying around. I wonder how annoying it is to hear my controller clicks, or if it's just kind of like an interesting part of the game. I've never really noticed whether it bothers me to hear streamers and gamers that have like the keyboard or controller audio in their audio. I imagine it's quite obnoxious loudness wise because I do play laying on my bed, so my controller stays very close to my head, which stays obviously close to my microphone, so it's probably a little bit louder than would be acceptable, but I don't know. I really want to get things together and actually finish the house design, because it's pretty empty and boring. But I don't really know what I want to do with it. I want to make it kind of the vibes of the house it's based off of, which is the house from, wow, why am I blanking on the name of the film? Ooh, I think I just got a fire res pot off her. The one with the goblins and the eye. Why can't I think of the film name? It'll come to me eventually. Anyways, I based it off a children's film, and the house that it's based off of is very like whimsical and kind of like packed full of things to see and interact with and stuff. So I want to kind of follow that theming with this one, but I'm not 100% sure how I would. Come on. No, don't explode. Come out of the hole. Thank you. Sit there in the hole and explode. That'd be real helpful for you attacking me, huh? 30 gunpowder in one night. This is showing how useful the looting can be. For sure. Alright. That skeleton ticked off the zombie. Skeleton won. Skeleton died. Any more creepers before it ends? Yep, one more. I hate this little hidey hole. It's hard to crit them without them getting you. Looks like no more creepers before the end. Oh, one more over there. Let's get over to it before it despawns. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Didn't drop any gunpowder anyways. Wasteful. Yeah, I gotta patch all the holes. I guess we could do a villager build this way, because it is already, you know, flat and open. But I really like this area as a mob hunting zone. And I really want the villagers to be pretty close to my house, because I'm constantly going to be trading with them. So I have no clue what to do. That turtle is living life on the edge. Living like Larry. We got up over a stack of arrows from that night, which is very helpful. We got a fire res potion, which is also incredibly helpful. And we got 30 gunpowder, which is definitely helpful. Hey, baby, what are you doing? What are you doing, little kitty? We should be harvesting the honey from those bees more often, but I do it very dumb and I just like harvest it and run because I know I pissed them off, so I don't know if it would be very effective with that many bees. I think most of our bees would die from stinging me because I'm not very quick at running away from them, and then it'd just be kind of a waste of effort. So we have 2 fire res pots, which means we have 6 minutes of safe nether travel. We might go try it. I'm just really scared of dying. Genuinely. I am incredibly scared of dying in the nether with all my gear. Because, like, this sword is very, very difficult to replace. As you all saw, since it took 14 days to even get the thing made. So I just don't know. I could always just go blast mine some for levels. I don't want levels though, I want blaze rods. We might go try it. I think I'm gonna fix this armor up some more because I really don't want it to break on me. I know it's kind of expensive and redundant to do this, but it at least Gets it to last a little longer. We broke our anvil. I'll deal with making a new one when I get back. I need more iron. If I can get villagers, then I can make an iron farm if I get them bread. If I was making an iron farm, I'd probably make it over that water. Or like on that water. Alright, we still have gold armor. We have a little bit fixed iron armor. I don't want to use the fire res unless absolutely necessary, because it's only 6 minutes worth. This way isn't going to get us very far. It's just all Soul Sand Valley, honestly. Everywhere. God. I don't want to be this close to the edge. I'm going to die. Yep. And half my stuff just burned. I want to scream and cry at the same time. Do I have gold armor to throw on so I can survive in there? No. Everybody keep your fingers crossed that none of the expensive enchanted stuff ended up in the damn lava. But it probably did. It probably specifically burned that pickaxe I just made and my sword. You know? Because why wouldn't it? I need blocks. And probably a sword. This is why I don't do the nether. I was literally actively saying I don't want to be on this edge because skeletons can spawn, and guess what? One spawned and shot me off. That was very dumb of me. That's not even game, that's literally just me being dumb. I can't even be like, the game did that to me. No, I did that to me. That's on me. But, still sucks. I'm like screaming with every ounce of my being and praying that that did not burn my enchanted gear. And that I can get to it before it despawns. Because again, skeletons are spawning. How do I get down there? Like this, I guess? Nope. I get to break this with my fist because I don't have a pickaxe. This is what I mean by I hope I get down there before it despawns. Okay, we can kind of climb down. We can sort of make a bit of a way down. I don't care if it's an easy way to get back up, I just want to get down. I genuinely do not care if I can get back up right now, I just want to get down with it. Frick. That's gassed, and it's lagging, so it probably already hit me. Yep. And I can't do anything but try to kill it with its own fireballs while my stuff sits there and despawns. And I can't kill it with its own fireballs. So I get to run and hope it despawns, I guess, before my stuff despawns. Oh my god, Nixie, you are not helping right now. You literally just blocked my entire screen. You just blocked my entire screen. You just blocked my entire screen. I have less than 2 minutes to get my gear. Yeah. She's not panting because I'm hurting her or anything. She's just panting because she's panting. She knows that I'm frustrated and she's trying to be in my face like, Mom, don't be angry. It's alright. You're not in trouble. She thinks anytime that I'm angry, she's in trouble. So she gets all anxious and in my face like, Mama, don't be mad at me. I didn't do it. I know you didn't do it, you goofball. I did it. Repeatedly. I'm gonna bring blocks again, but I don't think I need any because I made that like staircase type thing to get down. I just gotta get there as fast as possible when I get into the nether, so there's little chance for gas to spawn. Now that I have a way down, this sucks. Because I couldn't hit respawn very quickly. I also wasted some of the despawn timer. Because sitting there dead still counts as despawn timer because it's still loaded in. So my gear could very well be gone, and then we'll be starting from square one. With half the supplies. which is fantastic. I mean, it's possible because we have, you know, villagers to trade with for some of that gear and stuff, but it's not very likely to happen. Where's my staircase? There are skeletons everywhere. I want to get the heck out of here. And there's already a gas spawned. Why does this game hate me? I'm basically just gonna race around underneath it in a circle and hope it doesn't manage to shoot me. The game is lagging, so this is gonna end very poorly. I'm trying to get it despawn. Please. And my timer goes off, of course. Okay, I'm gonna get my laundry in a minute. Right now I want to pick up whatever didn't get burned. There's still a gas shooting at me. There's still a gas shooting at me. There's still a gas shooting at me. Help. I'm pretty sure our enchanted stuff's gone. I'm pretty sure I did not see a single bit of our good enchanted stuff in that pile that I just picked up. I'm gonna cry. Hide, 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 hide. Our sword survived, but guess what? I called it. Are you kidding me? We made that goddamn pickaxe, and it's just gone. Gone to the world. And so is all of our XP. I'm gonna take one more look for that pickaxe before stuff can despawn once I regen a little. But I don't think it's there. God, this lag. I can't... What is going on? Why am I stuck? Why is my controller not operating? Oh my god. It's gonna despawn anyways. Okay, what can I get? What can I get? What can I get? Nothing. Nothing's here. It burned. It burned. I knew I shouldn't have brought it into the goddamn nether with me when I had an iron pickaxe. Well, that was a waste of the last, like, 4 days of effort. Damn it. That's incredibly frustrating. I have to go get my laundry, like, my laundry's done. So I'm gonna go into the overworld again and hide in my house. I'm gonna let those guys duke it out. I'm gonna go into the overworld and hide in my house. And then I guess we'll figure out what to do from there, because we're kind of screwed. I guess the plan would be to fish, get more gear, like fish to get more, you know, enchanted stuff and levels, and fish, and then I guess go to the village again and trade a couple more pickaxes, because we're gonna need more pickaxes again now. Hope we get a mending book somehow. I don't know. Okay, my brain's not processing this. I'm gonna mute up, and I'm gonna go get my laundry, and I will be right back. Okay? Okay. That went absolutely goddamn swimmingly. I'm still really frustrated about that pickaxe right now, oh my god. I mean, it happens. If I had a netherite upgrade template, it would have already been netherite. It would have been the first thing I made netherite. And then it wouldn't have burned. But things happen, I guess. I guess we'll go do some TNT mining to friggin' get some levels back. And we'll do some fishing first. I don't know, man. I have no clue what to do now. That's incredibly frustrating. That's the entire 16 now days worth of work gone. Down the drain. Because I've been working on that pickaxe since I started playing this world. And we lost a whole stack of arrows. Nice. At least those are easy to get back. So yeah. Like I said, at least we didn't lose our sword. That's a little harder to get back than the pickaxe is. I guess it's fishing and hoping we get some good books and some XP. And then heading back to trade again. Haha, drowned. You trapped yourself into death. What, girl? You're in trouble for a reason. You can't pout at me and get out of trouble. What? What? Hey. No matter. Are you pouting because you're in trouble? Yeah. Because you're giving extra kisses like you know you're in trouble. I love you, but you're a brat. Yeah. You're a brat. Kissing me doesn't make you not a brat. No, it does not. Thank you for the paw. Ignoring me calling you a brat doesn't make it not true either. Yeah, it's the truth. You can seal face at me all you want. The reason why it was lovely, is because I have to go outside of my apartment and down to the laundry room to get my laundry. And since the dogs were already up here on the bed where they can't get into anything, I was like, I'll just leave them here. Everything will be fine. The second they heard that downstairs door open for me to leave the apartment, they both came running, barking their heads off because they thought someone was at the door and I was in danger. Because you guys are so lovely and helpful. But, yeah. Even though they were given a strict stay, which they're supposed to listen to, they came running. So then I had to adjust and tell them to stay downstairs instead, and get them to lay down downstairs. And then I went out and got my laundry, and brought them back up here, and got them back on the bed they should have already been on. Yeah. And then here we are again. I don't really know how long I have to stream today. Like I said, it's kind of just up to how long my partner's out. I know he was going to visit someone and going to do some car work. So I don't know how long he's going to be out. I'm hoping not that long because I really want to do an everything shower routine, and I can't really do that with the dogs under feet. And I really want to do an everything shower so that I feel nice for tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a lot. It's going to be a total of 5 hours worth of driving for me. I have to drive to my hometown before I go, which is kind of out of the way, to get gas, because my hometown's the cheapest and easiest and best quality gas that I know of right immediately here, and I don't want to just drive in that direction until I run low enough on gas to need it, because that's not helpful. I want to have a full tank of gas, because A, then I can see what my miles per gallon is. Actually, I can't, because I'm not going to fill my tank back up afterwards. Damn it. Well, A, I can see how much gas I use up for the trip, roughly, and B, I don't have to worry about being away from home and not knowing where to get gas type of thing. I know I could get gas anywhere, because there's plenty of gas stations, but I'm I'm not a fan of going to strange gas stations I don't know. It makes me anxious. So I would prefer to just fill up and not have to deal with it again for the whole day. But yeah, basically I'm just gonna drive 2.5 hours, and then I park, and then I spend the day with my mom and my brothers and their pets, and whatever else we do. Hopefully I get to go to a coffee bar in the morning so I can have some goddamn caffeine. I get to have some food before I leave because we just made cinnamon rolls this afternoon, so I can have a couple cinnamon rolls before I leave, which will be bomb, because then I at least will be tired but not starving. I have to leave at like 7 in the morning or earlier, which is a lot. I don't get up that early unless I have to. Like, I get up that early for my partner to go to work, and then I lounge on my bed with the dogs. I don't get up that early and function very well. But I'm capable of it. I just don't do it. It's not my thing. I'm not a morning person. So, but I will be for my mama and my boys, because I miss my boys. I've seen my mama, like, a few times. It hasn't been, one-on-one time, because when she does come to see me, she's also coming to see, the other family members that live down here. So she'll usually, like, pick me up, and then we'll go visit family members together and stuff. Because I basically don't visit my family members, because I'm not very good with, like, one-on-one time with them. The only one of my family members I would willingly visit on my own would be my grandpa, and even then I don't get to do that as much as I would love to, because I just don't get the time outside of the house on my own without the dogs, because I can't bring the dogs with me since they bark at everything, and there's nowhere to park where they won't, like, see us and be barking at us, and it's a trailer park, so them barking at everything the whole time would get him in trouble, so no thank you. So I don't get the time on my own without the dogs enough to go see him. And then the other family members we visit, I don't have any issues with them per se, I wouldn't visit them on my own. It's not something I'm very comfortable with, so not for, like, a safety thing. It's a emotional connection thing. I don't connect with those family members as well, and I don't, like, flow with them as well, so going there on my own is really hard. Like, going there with my mom can kind of just have the conversations, and I can just, interact when they're interacting with me and just exist around them and stuff, but one-on-one, it just doesn't. One of them I would absolutely love to have one time with, because I used to literally spend nights at her house all the time. It's my great-grandmother. I used to spend, like, nights and weekends at her house all the time growing up, and I absolutely loved being around her. Granted, it's been years since I've done that, so we do have a bit of a disconnect now of, like, not seeing each other for so long, because she moved down south for a while, and now she just moved back up here. But she lives right next to my grandmother, and my grandmother and I don't really have much in common. She wasn't really there for a lot of my childhood, not for lack of trying, but for lack of connection. She's very kind of disconnected when it comes to the emotional side of things for us kids. She was more so focused on, like, how well we were doing in school and, like, all the, like, bragging rights of grandparents and stuff. So we just don't, I don't know, she's kind of one of those people that you're kind of guarded around, because you feel like what you say to her is going to end up in someone else's ears, not in a negative way, but just because she likes to talk, and she likes to talk about what she knows. And I'm not good with my business being other people's business, so I have to, like, be very selective of what I talk to her about, and having to put that much mental effort into a conversation and interaction is exhausting, so I don't willingly do it. I'll do it if I have to, I'll do it to reconnect with her once in a while, but I won't willingly be like, here, once a week, let's go visit my my Mimi, because it's just not worth the drain for me, emotionally and mentally. It's just not worth it. I love her, and I love all my family, but it's not worth the hassle, to see her constantly. So I see her as often as I can when I go with my mom and stuff, but other than that, we just kind of exist separately. But yeah, so because my mom doesn't see any of them with being so far away, she comes down and she picks me up, and then we go visit them. So I don't get much one-on-one time with her. But my brothers, however, I literally haven't seen. They live up there with my mom, and it's been months, if not over a year, since I've been able to see them face to face, because they don't come down with her when she comes down. You know, they're adults, well, almost an adult. They have their own lives and hobbies and everything. They don't really feel like coming down for most of a day just to hang out with family members. So they, I don't see them very much, and I miss them very, very, very much. So I definitely can't wait to see them. I'm excited. And I miss my mom's dogs. One of her dogs is Nixie, my dog's sibling. His name is Zeke. He is the sweetest boy ever. I love him so much. And I can't wait to see him because he loves me so much. He literally cannot hear my voice without freaking out and wondering where I am. Like, if I send my mom voice messages or I'm on the phone with her, he freaks out. I can't wait to see her other dog, Tyson, either. He's a pity mix, and he's the sweetest. He takes a while to adjust because he doesn't remember people very well. So I'm sure he's going to be pretty freaked out by me for a while, just because he's like, who the hell are you? What are you doing in my house? But once he adjusts, he's like the sweetest, cuddliest boy, and I love him. He is the best. He is the biggest pity lover ever. And he doesn't, like, get angry by freaking out by any means. He just gets scared and anxious, and he'll back away from you real bad and bark at you because he's like, I don't know what you're doing. Who are you? That sort of thing. But I love them both, and I can't wait to see them. My dog is staring at me like, you love who? Yeah, you love who? You love me only, huh? But, yeah, I can't wait to see them all. And we'll be able to go on some walks and check out the town that my mom lives in together and all that. I'm definitely excited, like I said, for the seeing everyone, and I'm really excited for a coffee bar when I get there, because I'm gonna be incredibly overwhelmed and needing caffeine and tired. Especially if today ends up taking as long as I think it will, because I don't know when my partner's gonna get home. And I still will have to shower after he gets home and eat dinner, which he makes, so wait for him to make dinner and all that, and then eat dinner, and then hopefully get to sleep. So I got extra sleep last night compared to normal, but I still, as you can tell, I'm exhausted. My body's kind of readjusted to a little less of a sleep schedule, which is a little nice. Like, I don't love depriving myself of sleep, but I'm not gonna lie, I was sleeping to the extent where it was like depression level sleeping, and it was kind of just bogging me down and causing me to have issues like I was undersleeping when I was actively oversleeping, like, 14 to 16 hours a day, or within a 24-hour period, and stuff like that. So I definitely am glad to be on a little bit less of a sleep schedule, but I'm still pretty tired. Just because right now my less sleep schedule is still like less than a human body needs, or my human body needs, with my health issues and stuff, so this is not working. There we go. I'm going to be focusing skeletons and creepers because I definitely need some more arrows after we lost that whole stack of arrows, and I need gunpowder. But yeah, we're just going to be vibing and exploring and all that stuff. It's going to be a good time. I don't know if I'll be meeting my mom's friends and stuff, which might be a lot for me, like emotionally and mentally, because I don't do well with socializing and with new people. But I don't mind. It's one day. I can have time to recover at home, If it's something my mom enjoys and I don't mind, I'm gonna do it because it's only one day. Alright, we're going for this guy because the other one I was going for despawned. I don't mind killing zombies. They're quick XP and they give us some rotten flesh that we can trade with. But like I said, the main focus of the night is creepers and skeletons. I'm glad I could hit that off before he exploded. Hey, you want to give me some gold armor for when I go to the nether? No, you don't. Okay. Cool, I guess. Be that way. There's three. One here and two there. They blend into the forest really well. Come here, buddies. Let's get this skelly and get back on our normal spawning platform. I don't like spawning them over here in the trees where I can't tell what's spawning where. And I can get snuck up on. A lot of endermen spawning tonight. Quite a few endy boys. 100 trader spawned over there. He's gonna have a little real fun time. I'm on fire. Creeper. And not in a good way. I was genuinely on fire. It's not like I'm on fire. No, it's you're literally burning to a crisp. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting day. It's probably gonna be very long because, like I said, I'm gonna be up at like 5 or 6 to leave by like 7 at the latest. And then I don't know how long I'll be there because I don't mind if I'm driving in the dark for a bit of the time. I'm probably gonna stay until like dinner time or so at least. Which will be quite a few hours of time with my family. I don't get burnt out from being around my family very much. I mean, my mom used to burn me out because she's super high energy, so... And I'm not normally super high energy unless it's like a specific day or a specific time of the day. So her constant high energy would get a little overwhelming and draining, but I'm so used to her energy at this point, but that it just kind of like fuels my energy tank, if that makes sense. Like her being hyper just kind of helps me not be as burnt out from being out and around people. But I know I might get a little drained from if we see anyone else, and from like going to stores and going to like the coffee bar and stuff like that. Just because, you know, new people to interact with and people around me and all that. Just a lot to deal with. I'm not really that horrible with socializing. I'm certainly very awkward about it, but I'm capable of it, especially like being that I'm very capable of getting into kind of a customer service type of perspective, and being able to, you know, interact with humans on that end of things. Like, I kind of just automatically go into customer service mode when it comes to interacting with humans outside of my house. But, no. Oh, of course he did. And he exploded my XP. Damn it. That sucks. But I got 2 out of 3 killed, and I think I picked up whatever gunpowder the 2 dropped. And he didn't explode too much to, like, open up this whole area again like it was before. That is so many endermen. I am trying so hard not to look at them. I don't want to look at them. If I take off an enderman, I'm gonna die again. And I really don't want that. He dropped a carrot, I think. I think I saw the little orange of a carrot there. I need creepers. Creeper. Creeper, don't walk into the... Of course he did. Come here. Come here. I just almost looked right into that enderman's eyes from doing a sweep to see if anyone was around me. There's one way over there, isn't there? Yep. Off we go. I can see his little head through all the grass. Get away from all the other creeper holes, please. I don't want to lose your gunpowder from you exploding because I can't get to you properly. Another creeper. We have 44 gunpowder in one night. That is not bad at all. Oh. I think that'll be the cap though, because it's getting daytime. Returning to daytime for sure. There's one over there. I don't see any others, so I guess I'll go for this guy. I was like double, triple checking to make sure there weren't any others, because this is probably my last couple creepers of the night. Skeleton, couple zombies. I think I'll just go for the couple zombies. They have such weird hit radiuses to get you with hits. Alright, we did it. 48 gunpowder in one night. Definitely a good haul. I also just remembered I get to see the geckos tomorrow. My mom has some geckos, some leopard geckos. One of which is very feisty, and I want to hold him so bad because he's so cute. And I'm not scared of getting bit by a damn leopard gecko. Like, seriously. I've been bit by snakes. I'm pretty sure a little leopard gecko ain't gonna do too bad on me. I know they still have teeth and everything, but those little guys don't scare me. They scare my mom now. He bit her, and it didn't even really hurt her or anything, but it, like, spooked her. And now she doesn't want to hold him because he spooked her. And I'm like, you have to hold him in order for him to not keep biting you when you hold him. But, yeah, she's a little anti-holding him. His name is George. I want to hold him so bad. He's, got, like, albinism. Not albinism. He's got piebald in him, so he's got, like, some sections of no patterning. So he's got, like, a little bald nose, and it's so cute. I love him. I live vicariously through my... Oh, and I get to hold the snakes! I live vicariously through my siblings and my mother, because I can't own reptiles. I have a really bad PTSD issue with owning reptiles from my first ever snake. And how he passed away, that kind of inhibits me from feeling capable enough to own a reptile, because he should have been very alive and very well grown and very sweet, still to this day, and he's not. So yeah, that's as much as I'm gonna say on stream about that. But I don't feel comfortable owning another reptile. It was so bad initially that I couldn't even, like, enjoy reptiles in general. Like, I used to only go to pet stores to see the reptile sections, and walk around and look at all the reptiles, and for months, if not a whole year, I couldn't even step foot in those areas of the pet stores. And then I started, admiring them again, and then adoring them again, and I love interacting with them, and I love holding them still, and I miss, like, the reptile expo and stuff, but I'm not to the level of being able to handle raising and caring for one yet. And on top of it, I can't have reptiles in my apartment anyways. I was allowed to have my snake, but now I have 2 more animals in the house than I had before that. And I don't think I would get permission for a reptile, and it wouldn't be fair because my partner wants to have a friggin' scorpion or a tarantula, so he has first dibs on if we're allowed to have another pet. So anyways, I can't and don't want to keep reptiles right now, so I live vicariously through my family because my mom and my siblings have their own reptiles. My little brother has a bull snake who's very feisty and adorable, and I love him. And he has a boa constrictor who's gorgeous, and she's a really sweetie from what I've heard, and I can't wait to see how big she is because I haven't seen her since when he first got her when she was a little baby. And I haven't seen Gadsden, his bull snake, in a long while either. He hasn't sent me updated pictures of him, so I don't know what size he is now either, because bull snakes they don't get super girthy, but they get pretty long. They're like 4 to 6 feet, 4 to 7 feet, something like that. So I'm curious how big he's gotten, because he was a little baby last time I saw him too. He was just barely starting to lengthen out. And Mom said he's been very, very hungry and very active, so he definitely should be growing pretty good. But I get to see them and hold them, hopefully, and then I also get to see my mom's geckos and my little brother's geckos, my other little brother. One of my little brothers has a gecko, and my other little brother has 2 snakes. And I think fish. I think he has fish, too. I don't know. He was trying to have fish, but they kept dying, and yeah. So, I get to see reptiles. And I get to go to a coffee bar, hopefully. If not, it's fine. I'll just get some other form of caffeine for sure. And I get to see dogs and my people. My people is my favorite thing, because I miss them.
But I'm gonna miss you while I'm gone all day, huh? It's gonna be the longest day we've had apart for a while, isn't it? My baby girl. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be the longest day I've had away from my animals in a little bit, if not over a year. Because the longest comparable day that I was away would be for the fair last year. And that was a little over a year ago now. So, yeah. Gonna be a long day without my babies. Huh. You'll be fine. I'll be fine. Everything will be fine. You'll just be excited when I come home, huh? And I'll have to message your dad when to feed you. My dog's notoriously difficult when it comes to being cared for, because A, she can't be cared for by anyone that she doesn't know and hasn't had time to adjust to. When I was with my ex, we used to have a mutual friend of ours. Well, I wouldn't say mutual friend. I got along okay with his friend, but it was mainly his friend. Used to watch her for us because he had dogs as well, so he was pretty fine with, dogs and their behavior. But she would still go pretty berserk at him and bark at him pretty heavily and like be, "Who the hell are you? What are you doing in my house?" We literally, when we had him watch her for the first time, we had her meet him outside because that's, our trainer suggested it because it's a little bit more neutral than him just walking into, her space in her house. Because that's what it is in her mind, those are her spaces. Those are very specifically supposed to be hers, not strangers. So we had her meet him outside, and she was still barking like crazy, so we brought them in. Now that she, knew he existed, knew he was coming with us, knew, like, there wasn't any getting away from him. He's a person that's going to exist right now. So then we brought them inside, and she was still barking at him, and she started to kind of calm down. He gave her a couple treats for coming up to him and that sort of thing, and we had him, play with her toy a little, and she kind of started to calm down. So once she started to calm down, we were like, okay, well, we gotta go, so have fun. Which he did fine with watching them. She had a pretty strict diet at that time, so we had to, let him know, put this specific amount of food in the slow feeder, and add, water to it, and add, these toppers to it. But he always did good with her, and he didn't mind. And she adjusted to him after, the first few times of that happening. And then she used to get, excited to see him and everything. But now, we don't have any people, my current partner and I don't really have any people we know that could watch them, because she would have to meet them and get used to them for them to be able to watch her, and we don't have, many of a circle of friends that would really want to or be willing to watch her. I'm sure, one of my friends, my best friend she might be down for it, but she's usually busy, and she's not, a super around dogs all the time type of person, so it could be kind of intimidating for her. And I know, his friends wouldn't really want anything to do with watching my dog because my dog barks, and they think that she's, aggressive and terrible because of it, which she isn't, but, they're allowed their opinions. So the only people that would really watch her would be family members like my dad. My mom would watch her anytime, but my mom, lives 2.5 hours away now. So the only people that would watch her would really be my dad, and we haven't really had him do that unless it's at his house for a short period of time. So she's pretty difficult to watch. She just has, her quirks, like her barking, and reactivity, and she's difficult because of her feeding schedule and her food. His dog Bailey is pretty open to whatever. She still barks at people, but she usually adjusts okay when given the chance to meet the people she's barking at, and she's usually Nixie will adjust, my dog will adjust, but it takes her a lot longer and a lot more specifics. She needs, the person to not be trying to reach for her and get in her space too fast, or else she gets more scared and runs off. And she has to, you know, if they're outside, it's easy to just have the person throw the ball for a couple times and then they're best friends. But, you know, without that factor, it's hard to get her used to people. Bailey, however, will like get used to a person within a minute max. So it's a little different. And then of course her feeding's different. His dog Bailey will just eat, you know, pretty freely. She just has a bowl of food she's given. Nixie's given food in intervals of her allotted food intake. She's only given her allotted food intake, if not a little more, based on the bag recommendations, because she's a pig and she will eat too much and get too overweight very quickly. So she has to be limited a little on her food intake. But I mean, the food bag recommends to give her weight range like 2.5 cups of food, and I give her 3 cups of food a day, so I certainly still give her food, if not more. Like on days she's active, I give her more than 3 cups. So she's still getting plenty. It's not like under feeding her by any means. She just has to stick to that amount. Otherwise she's just out of control. So, which isn't good for her. I'm not of the variety of people that loves to have obese animals and say they're very cute. I'm not that person. I'm not a fan of overfeeding your animals and of having obese animals. It's not healthy for them. It doesn't help them with their lifespan. My cat right now is incredibly overweight, and it actually really, really concerns and bothers me because she genuinely wheezes and has trouble with like certain movements and with jumping and all that, and it's very concerning for me, but there's not much I can do for her besides trying to get her more active with her toys, because I can't adjust her diet, since she's also a pig and will eat whatever's in front of her. And we have 2 cats, so there has to be, you know, 2 food bowls down at all times, so reducing the amount of food in one bowl just means she'll go eat from the other bowl, and then we can't just leave the other bowl empty, obviously, because then we're leaving the other cat with less food for something she's not doing. So it's just a little difficult to navigate for sure. So my cat's very overweight, and I need to work on a resolution to that works okay for both cats, which I assume is just basically trying to get her more active with her toy, and stuff like that. I think that'll be basically my only option for that. Which is fine. I'll figure it out. But I don't willingly enjoy having overweight animals. I'm not a fan of like, oh, he's a chonka. Like, I'll still say that about animals that are fat, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, that dog is so like, or that animal is so, you know, unhealthy and not going to live very long and going to have plenty of health issues, and I don't like it. Like, I know there are still, you know, other factors that can make animals have issues with weight, just like with humans, but there's still a lot of factors you have control of, being that you're the one that controls what they do and don't eat, you know? It's not like people where there's so many will issues and availability things and everything else for food. Like, your animal has food because you provide it to them. If you're seeing that they're overweight, you'd think you would adjust that, whether it's activity or food amount, to make them live a better and longer life. But people don't. I don't assume just by looking at an overweight animal that that person isn't trying to make them lose weight. I just know that, you know, they're overweight and that's not very healthy for them. But I don't want my dog to be in that group of things as far as being overweight, so I'm very specific with what she gets for food. And she has stomach issues to an extent where if she doesn't have food for like a certain length of time, she gets really acidy and she ends up throwing up, kind of like people do. So we have to like make sure that she has food in certain intervals as well, which is where the difficult part comes in. Like, if you could just throw 3 cups of food down for her and that be it for the day, that'd be fine, but you have to give her 1 cup at a time 3 times a day, which, depending on, you know, when we get up and when she gets her first food amount, changes on the day. So it's just a lot to manage at once, especially when you know, my partner isn't gonna just be sitting around perfectly paying attention to her all day. He's allowed to do things and exist as a human when he's home on his own and that sort of thing. Just like I'm allowed to do things and exist as a human on my own, so it makes it a little difficult to keep up with sometimes. But it's not bad by any means, and he's usually pretty good about it. I just will have to, like, remind him, basically. Just send him a little reminder when she's due for food, is all. I'm trying to crit this guy, but he's sending me into walls. Okay. I need to eat. But I'm sure she'll have a blast because her dad is her preferred human, even though I raised her and brought her home as a puppy and love her and care for her and take care of her needs every day, all day when he's at work. She's like, that's my dad. That's my favorite person. But I'm sure I'll be her favorite person tomorrow after I'm gone for hours. Friggin' flock to me like crazy and be stuck to my side like glue for the rest of the night. But that'll be fine. Are you itchy, booger butt? Itch, 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 itch. Give me some gold armor. No? Okay. What are you whining for, honey? You're alright. There's no reason to whine. I thought I saw 2 creepers over here, but I guess it's just the one. Which is kind of a waste of a trip over here, if I'm being honest, because that's making the ones over this way despawn. Like, I'm pretty sure I just no, he just wandered. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I just watched that one despawn, but he just went out of render distance. Like some creepers, please. Thank you. Even though 90% of them aren't dropping gunpowder tonight, but that's fine. There's 2 or 3 over here. 3. 2 right here. I only got 1 hit off him that wasn't a crit because of this damn spider. Burn to death, please. Oh, thank God. I thought he was gonna explode right in my face, and I'm too low for him to explode right in my face. I don't want these zombies right now, I want these creepers. There's one right here, and I'm pretty sure there's one up over the hill. I swear I saw one over here. No, I guess not. Okay. Maybe that was the one I saw over the hill, and it just wandered this way enough. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna sneeze. Big ol' sneeze. That's what happens when the sneeze keeps disappearing every time I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. That's like one of the worst feelings in the universe right now. I know, obviously, you know, carrying a child and childbirth will be one of the worst feelings in the universe, but right now, the worst feelings in the universe include having a sneeze that doesn't appear. It just sits there and then goes away. It is very irritating of a feeling to have. Like, it's not even a bad feeling, it's just irritating. And it just makes your brain glitch. Creeper. Don't fall in that hole, you fell in that hole. Come here, buddy. Come on, you can climb out. There you go. It's getting daytime, I need more creepers. Ask and you shall receive. What's y'all's bets on the amount of gunpowder we had tonight? We don't have very many creepers tonight, and it seems like most of them weren't dropping gunpowder. But we could be wrong. I would like to be around. Creeper. Baby, tonight, creepers gonna steal all our stuff again. Baby, tonight. Y'all remember that era? I loved that era. All the different weird Minecraft parodies. Don't mind it at night. Those were the days. Let's drop any of our empty bows in here. Yeah, it wasn't a good gunpowder night. It wasn't the worst, but it wasn't very good. That's like the amount we were getting without looting in a single night. I kind of wish I made that one up so that the 4 corners of amethyst were visible. I'm sorry that this stream is so repetitive. I'm not gonna lie, I was really excited to do some time strip mining for diamonds and being down in the mines and stuff, but I guess that wasn't in the cards for right now, since we're now stuck doing endless XP farming and trying to hope for more good loot from fishing to be able to get better items. Alright, what do we have that we could use? Efficiency 4, but Thorns 2 is useful too. I don't need knockback, so that's useful for the pick. I thought we got an efficiency 5 one. I guess not. Maybe it was that one and I thought it said efficiency 5. Well, we have efficiency 4 and unbreaking at least. We're really just gonna have to fight for we're really just gonna have to fight the most for fortune. I just realized we can't even bring a diamond pick with us to get the debris, so maybe we won't TNT mine yet, which is a little frustrating because that would have been a really nice way to get some XP. But I don't want to go blast up a bunch of area and then have to go back through to get the debris at a later time. So I guess we'll wait until we go trade for some more diamond picks to do that. Which means we get to go all the way back to the village. Which is why I'm trying to fish, because then we can bring a bunch of fish with us to trade. Because if we can bring a bunch of fish with us to trade, we'll get some more XP and emeralds really quickly. I love seeing the salmon just zooming for no reason. I wonder if I have any of my Aztec clay left. I'm like dreaming about my everything shower later. I'm like, oh, I gotta wash my face first so I can put on a face mask, but what face mask do I want to use? Ooh, I kind of want to use the Aztec clay one, but I don't know if I have any Aztec clay left. If I don't have Aztec clay, what do I have? I'm like going in a circle in my brain. And I'm trying to remember if I have sugar scrub left or if I have to make some. Just all the things. I'll probably be dreaming of it all day, and then he'll get back too late for me to be able to get everything shower in, but I'll keep dreaming. I don't think I'm gonna stream the entire time until he leaves to come home, to be honest, because A, I'm getting kind of frustrated with the game tonight from losing that pickaxe, and B, I kind of want to spend some time reading, because I have a lot of reading catch up to do. I'm now like 8 arcs behind schedule, and some of them have review due dates very, very, very soon, and I haven't even started the ones that have review due dates, so I'm really behind. I'm like 300 pages into a 1,000-page book right now, and then I have like 6 to 8 more to read, and I don't even know what the word counts are, or page counts are on those books. Book counts are on those books, so I really have no clue what I'm getting myself into. Granted, like I've said before, the company is still very lax, and like, not lax, but they're still very, reasonable, and they'll still, accept, hey, I'm working on it, and I will get the review done as soon as possible, but I like to make it before the due date, just because that's how I am. I don't like doing things after the due date, so hopefully I'll have some time to read to get back to that. I know I won't have much time to read tomorrow, so I'm hoping to have a little reading time today while he's out. Granted, I want to stream for at least 2 hours, and like I said, I want to at least go to the village, so it might not even be possible for me to get off before he gets home. I might just end up playing until he, who knows when he's leaving to come home. Nobody knows, so I missed that because I was looking at my stream manager. Nobody knows when he's leaving to come home, so I could be, in the middle of finishing these tasks I want to finish before I get off, and then he tells me, well, on my way, and I have to be like, okay guys, bye! So, we'll see. I'm hoping I can get these tasks done I want to get done, and then get off. I think what I'm gonna do, instead of trying, like, Unbreaking 3s over and over again, is just level 1 enchant if it's not a fortune enchant. And then, if it's not a fortune or an efficiency 4 enchant, just level 1 it, just to reset the enchants without wasting as many levels. I think that would be helpful. I also wish I had enough stuff to level up that cleric, because if I could level up that cleric, then I could buy enchant bottles. XP bottles, which would be really, really helpful. So maybe I'll bring some rotten flesh with me, and maybe like some lapis. What do they trade? I'll have to look up the trades real quick. I think they trade 1 lapis for 1 emerald, don't they? I'm not sure. I know they trade gold for emeralds usually, and I know they trade potion bottles for emeralds usually. So I could bring some potion bottles or something. I don't want to bring gold because we're low on gold. If they trade lapis for emeralds, I might bring some lapis if we have enough. I don't want to use all our lapis when we're constantly using it for enchanting and we haven't seen much. We haven't been on a good caving session in this like entire world, which is really frustrating. I need good caves. What are you side-eyeing me for, Boogabot? But I'm gonna keep fishing until the end of this day, and then I'm gonna sleep, because I'm pretty sure it's tonight that I have to sleep or phantoms are gonna start eating my face. And then we'll figure out what we'll do for the village trip, because I think that's the next mission. And while I sleep, I'm gonna Google what the trades are for clerics to see what I can bring with me to trade that cleric up to a higher level. Not the one we just traded with that was really low level, the other one that we were trading with that was decent level, because we traded a few stacks of rotten flesh with them. Unless that low level one's the only option, in which case, whatever. Last fish, because it's starting tonight. Alright, we got a couple fishing rods, which we'll just disenchant. We'll also disenchant that loyalty book, because again, I don't use tridents. I don't need to keep saying it. I almost threw that book into that pile, and then I'm like, wait a minute, the book goes in here. Books are useful, duh. Put stuff away before I sleep. We're almost full up on saddles, which is nice, but also a pain at the same time, because I don't want to make another chest just for saddles. So we might honestly even start just throwing out saddles, which sounds kind of wasteful, but hear me out, we don't need this many. And with how many we get from a single fishing session, if we ever do somehow run out of them, we could easily get more. So getting rid of them isn't like the end of the world. You know? You get what I'm saying? Let me look up what the clerics trade. Villager jobs. Trading in Minecraft. Cleric. No, it's an emerald for a lapis. That's where I'm wrong. And they do usually trade potion bottles. Not always, though. I think I'll just bring rotten flesh and we'll just do like the emerald for lapis trade to level it up more if we need to, because we can always use lapis. Heck off with the damn spammy friggin' best viewers. So we'll bring all of that. We'll bring... I'm not going to bring leather because I don't want to get rid of my leather yet. We'll bring all of that. We'll bring fish. We'll bring the job blocks in case we need them, and an extra bundle in case we need it. We'll bring the emeralds, and then I think we'll just bring the fish. We could always try to bring the raw food and make a butcher, but I don't know. Butchers are kind of a pain to get the specific one that you want. I think the fishermen trade for the tropical fish too, so I'll bring that. Yeah, I don't know if I want to screw around with trying to bring all this stuff. It might be helpful for some emeralds, but at the same time we could just stick trade for similar amounts. I lost all my stack of wood too in the lava, damn it. So I guess we'll collect some wood on the way. Yeah, so I think we'll just collect some wood on the way and do stick trades if we have to. And we'll collect some gravel on the way too, just to have it for if we want to do some other trades, like flint trades. Okay, yeah, let's head. Let's go. I know my boat is right there, but I don't really care. I could always make a stonemason and trade a bunch of clay, but I don't think I want to right now. I think I'm trying to stick with what I have because there's not many villagers in that village, so I don't want to keep changing their jobs. I'm gonna run out of ones to change pretty quickly. detour for these cows, because I could use some more meat. And if I get some leather, then it's just a bonus that I could trade. I'm not gonna hunt the one down that wandered, because I don't care right now. It would be much, much, much easier if we had a Elytra, but we do not. So onwards we go. I don't even care that I lost a stack of wood. What I'm ticked about is the damn pickaxe. We just made it. Seriously, game. It's like, congratulations, screw you, bye. Haha, you thought, type of thing. I'm gonna have to start actually replanting these trees if I keep absolutely clearing them out. Wolf, that's not very nice. Leaving a trail of dead sheep remains isn't very nice. Oh, the game audio played in my headphones. Maybe it's just my headphones sound is too low, but I thought I had it turned all the way up. That's weird. I just heard that sheep get hurt in my headphones. I'm gonna try to turn my headphones up in a second. Because I hear the audio in my headphones now. I don't want to pick up the sheep remains, so I'm trying to like go around it. I think when I'm wearing my headset I just need to turn the game audio up in general, but I had the game audio turned down so that you guys could actually hear me over the game sounds. And I feel like if I turn it up it might make that difficult again. So I don't know. I should have asked when that viewer was actually chatting whether they could hear the game audio well or not. I could always check it a little, but I'd have to like stay talking and unmute my stream replay and stay moving around and mining blocks and stuff, which is a lot of multitasking. I'd be capable of it, but it'd be kind of a pain. I mean, I like the leaf litter, but I think they made it a little too abundant. Same thing with the wildflowers. I like the concept, but I think they overdid it a little with the actual execution. Just a bit. Because it's just too much. It's just too much. There's just too many of them everywhere. And they clog inventories and chests very quickly. I think it would look a lot better to just have like a few pieces here and there, rather than like entire chunks of it, you know? Alright. Let's toss that because we don't need it. And let's switch to these and just throw a bunch down. Keep the forest populated. I know I'm overcrowding the saplings a bit, but that's kind of on purpose. Because then if I ever need to mine these again, I can pretty easily. And have quite a bit of return from it, you know? Last one. There we go. We got almost 3 stacks of wood. We got some apples and some sticks, and we replaced what we broke, and then some. So everything's fine and dandy. Onward we go. I'm not gonna lie, I might throw out those apples in favor of more gravel if we don't have space for gravel. I don't love running around here at night, but we wasted the day mining trees, so that's what happens. Whoa, this is a village I didn't find before. That's sick. I guess I can sleep. No kidding. Guess we have a village that's a little closer. I'll have to write that down. Closer village. 1256. 185. That's like a significant amount closer. That's like 1,000 blocks closer than the other one was. It doesn't look like it has much going on though. A few villagers, a few houses. It'd still be enough to have a decent little bit of trading though. Put that in that bundle, put that bundle also in that bundle. Oh yeah. Do it that way. There's a blacksmith here. That's nice. Some obby isn't bad. Another pick isn't bad when ours is mostly broken. Iron ingot also isn't bad. Pick up that obby for now. I'll also pick up those apples. Because I was just talking about needing to throw them out, but I have a bundle for a reason. This is actually a little bit more expansive of a village than it looked like from afar. Couple nitwits, which I would kill to help with the village population, but I think that Colin would very rapidly kill me, so I'm all set with that. I don't have enough defenses right now to fight that entire golem, so I'm gonna leave it alone. Beetroot, which is a second No way. A second... Oh. An entire second blacksmith in one village. That's sick. I like that a lot. I don't need that iron sword. I don't really need the iron armor either, but I'm taking it anyways. A villager that's trapped in their village thing. In their pet animal pen. I guess he's just an animal. Huh, this is a pretty sick little village. I like it. Got some good stuff. I think I already checked those ones. I'm gonna double check just to be safe. I'm also gonna take this coal. Path goes over here for some reason, on more farm. And then it comes down to this house. Interesting. I'm surprised we haven't found that before. I guess I just don't normally go this far over this soon. Interesting. That'll be useful. We can use that to farm some more trades and stuff a little closer to home. Right now I'm not going to use it because I really don't want to, I want to level up the ones I already have, like how I wanted to level up that cleric that's already partially leveled. So I think just doing those ones would be a little bit of a waste of my time, especially because I want, you know, the pickaxe. That's what I'm going for, so I don't want to have to re-level an entire weapon, toolsmith just to get what I want. I think that would be a little bit wasteful of my time and energy, and emeralds, and resources. I'm honestly surprised with myself that I traded as much of my coal as I did to level up those toolsmiths and weaponsmiths and stuff, because normally I'm super conservative about it. Like, even in the world I have with my partner where we have like stacks on stacks of coal blocks and stacks on stacks of coal outside of coal blocks, I still won't trade the coal with the villagers because I'm like, no, we need to save it, we need it for things, you know? So the fact that I just willingly traded so much of it was a little crazy to me. Get some of this gravel. Continue in the... oh, wrong direction. Continue in the wrong direction. Oh, she's dreaming. Dream of a dream. I think we completely skirted around that stone area that had gravel, which is a little upsetting. No, I think it's up there. Because I really wanted that stone area with gravel, because that would be really quick, easy gravel. Unlike these pits that I'm fighting with. Yeah, I think it's up there, because this is where we mined out the trees. I wish I made tea. I was debating whether I wanted to make tea or not because I didn't know if I wanted caffeine at this time of night. Or like of day. It wasn't night when I was debating on having tea. But I didn't because I was like, I don't really need the caffeine right now, and I don't want to get myself too caffeinated and then not be able to sleep very well when I want to go to sleep early. So I didn't, and now I'm kind of regretting it because I really want tea. I could have made a decaf tea at least, like one of my herbal teas, but I didn't. You live and you learn. I guess I did just go completely around the area with gravel. At least I got a couple stacks. It's like a whole gravel mound, but I really don't want to fight with underwater mining it. I would if I had a faster shovel or like aqua affinity, but I don't. So I don't think I want to. This is the village I need. So I guess I did just completely miss the stone area with gravel. That's fine, it happens. Where is the cleric? There's a baby villager wandering around. Where's the cleric? I think he's in here. Nope. I destroyed that one. What's it look like? Like that, so he's in this one, huh? Yep. Okay. I guess we'll trade for some lapis like I said I would. I don't want to trade for glowstone though, because that's a waste of effort. So I guess I'll trade for more lapis. And then I guess I'll have to trade for a couple glowstone. And then I kind of get screwed over because I didn't bring any glass with me. I could do a quick little mine some stone, get some sand, start smelting some. I have blast furnace. Oh, you can't use blast furnaces for friggin' glass. I hate that rule. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Alright, let's get some stone. I guess. I don't see any stone patches, so I guess I'll have to mine down for it. I know, don't mine straight down, blah blah blah. I don't care right now. And I mined into friggin' andesite, really. I don't need andesite, I need stone. That should be enough. What can I put away into the bundle? Probably that. No, I didn't want it in that one. I wanted it in that one. Yeah, that should be enough. Okay, back up we go. There we go. Alright, let's get some sand. There's not much we could do besides water mine it, which is really irritating. We have so much sand at home, it would have been nice to bring some glass with us, but I didn't even think of it. So we'll just get some sand smelting into glass while we trade with the other villagers we gotta trade with, you know? Make life a little easier. I don't think I need a ton because there's still the limit to how many trades of each thing you can do. So I think I'll start with just like a stack and see where it goes from there. That's a creeper. It's a skeleton. That should be, yep, a stack. Okay. We're running back. We're gonna sleep so that everything stops trying to eat the villagers. That's a really cute cat. I kind of want to tame it. No more taming cats right now. I need to sleep in a bed. Is this a bed? Yes, sorry. Not really that sorry, but sorry. I hope no zombies ate our villagers. Alright, let's go down here. Because this is where we'll be trading. And let's make a couple furnaces and get that smelting. We're gonna do it like right here because it should be central enough to everything that it'll keep smelting even when I'm trading with all the villagers around here that I want to trade with. 1, 2. Half a stack each. And we'll do half of what we have of coal. Because I think it only takes 8 for a whole stack to smelt, so it should be plenty. Alright, let's see if this guy will trade me without ridiculously jacked rates. Okay, good. Alright. There we go. Got some XP and got almost a whole stack of emeralds. Alright, so we need pickaxes, that's a given. So we'll probably trade with this guy. Is this my weapon or my weapon? Okay, I need a toolsmith. Do I have a toolsmith in this village? Good question. I think I do. I think he's over here, isn't he? Or did I just not have a toolsmith in this village? No, this guy's a toolsmith, isn't he? Yeah, but I didn't know he's a weaponsmith. What? I thought I had a toolsmith in this village. What? Huh? I guess I have to go to the other village for the toolsmith. Let me check my notes. Village with armor. Yeah, the toolsmith one is 2,800. Okay. That's fine. We'll go to the other one once we're done with this village. Let's see if any of these fletchers are reset to be able to trade with. I don't think they will be because they don't have the fletching table down. Screw it, I'll put a fletching table down for you, buddy. Will that help you? Yeah, that'll help you, huh? Get some of that flint. $57's kind of steep. I think I'll save this and see which one's gonna trade me for cheaper. Make some of the bottles now. I apologize for the gross audio, it's my dog. Are you a different one or the same one I just traded with? You're the same one I just traded with. We're almost to the full level up. I hate how slow furnaces are. Quit it. There's no need to be biting your butt. Deep sigh at me all you want. We got pretty good levels right now, which is nice. I could always make extra fletching tables and just put them down for all of the fletchers we made. So that all the fletchers we made are actually leveling themselves. I don't know. I don't know if I want to. I mean, they're already stuck as fletchers because we did trade with them as fletchers, you know? So we probably ought to. We probably should. I don't know. Come on, hurry up and smelt. Hurry up and smelt already. I just don't want to waste 57 sticks for one trade. I don't think it's worth it. I thought I already leveled this guy up some. Did 2 take this job? Or did a new one take this job? I'm confused. Because I'm pretty sure I already leveled him up quite a bit. I traded like a whole stack of leather. I'm very confused. Hi guys, did you drop any scutes by chance? I don't have any brushes. You didn't. I'm not gonna keep spooking you. 2 more. I don't know if that's actually enough to smelt it. 1 more. Alright. And I'm just gonna leave these furnaces here because if I need them again I can use them. I needed that crafting table still. I'm real smart sometimes. I need that flushing table right there. And then I need the bottles. 36 of them. Okay. 36 ain't bad. Let's trade as many of them as we can to this guy and see if it levels him up. It did. Alright. This is kind of a waste of emeralds, but hear me out. They're useful. Okay? They're useful. Now let's go to the other village. We'll get some of those emeralds back from trading sticks. If any of the Fletchers are willing to trade for 32 after I give them a fletching table. Which is kind of a big if. Whoops. Hello, chimkins. Hello, sheeps. Are they gray sheep or are they just shadowed? I think they're gray sheep. Pretty sure it's like a pretty accurate diagonal from where we were to find the next one. I don't 100% know though. Is there gravel up there? I don't think so. The search for gravel continues. I'm trying to like find it along the way if I can. I don't see any gravel. And I think we wandered a little bit too far this way. I think we gotta go back this way some. Yeah, I see it in the distance there. Any gravel? Gravel? I think I went down there for gravel already once before. Because there's the remains of the zombie there too. Hello everybody. I want to mine that one so bad just to have the red terracotta because it's really pretty. Hello, Iron Golem. I am not a threat, even though I am holding a very dangerous sharp weapon right now. Here you go, buddy. You want your stuff to be there? Take it. Didn't reset your trade, though. Pain in my butt. Alright, I gotta put the crafting table down. And I gotta make some more fletching tables. And just... Goodness, excuse me. My belly be burbling. I think just like call them all to here, basically. Try to like call them all to one place. Because there's no such thing as putting too many down. It'll just switch the jobless ones to them if they're jobless, you know? Come here, everybody. Or go to sleep, I guess. I'll sleep. And then go to your workstations, everybody. Because I want to trade. There's my toolsmith right there. I want to trade. Will you trade me? 57. Will you trade me? 32. 57. It looks like 57 is going to be our only option. Are there any more of you coming to your job stations? Anyone? Hello? You coming to your job station? Yeah, you going to your job station? Okay. You already have a job station, aren't you? You're 32. Okay. I'll lock you in and I will sit here and trade with you. Yeah. Emeralds. Thank you. Any of you want to give me a 32 trade? You do. Nice. I think I accidentally made more Fletchers, but like I said, I think the ones I needed to be not Fletchers already aren't Fletchers, so I think we're okay. Who knows? Maybe we're just screwed. I guess I'll find out. Alright, we got back up to 58, so that should be enough for a couple pickaxes. Give me some pickaxes, please. What are the enchants on these? Efficiency 1, so they're not really worth trading a bunch for to get better options. I don't have enough for a bunch of them anyways, I only have enough for 2, which really sucks. I kind of want to get a third one, but I'd have to risk a lot of my leftover wood for it. I can always get more wood on the way home, I guess. Any of you want to trade me a 32 trade? Someone? 57, 57, 57, 32. Alright, that got me back up over enough to trade for one more pick. Yeah, let's do it that way. Then we have 3. Then if worst case, we'll just have an extra one to make into Silk Touch at some point. Oh my goodness, I want that cat. It's gray. Hey buddy. You're very cute. Do you want to come home with me? I like your yellow eyes. You want to come home with me. Good kitty. Alright. Homeward bound then. Did what we could. Got what we got. You know, it happens. We have to get a lot more emeralds back next time, but that's okay. It happens. Actually, I want to go this way because I want to go to that woods area that's pretty far away from home to get the wood, because then I'm not messing with the closer ones. Please don't fall and die, cat. Yeah, this way I'm not messing with any of the wood that's close to home that I might need. And having to like sit there and replant it. This stuff I don't care if I replant it or not because it's so far away that I doubt I'll really need it that often. More leaf litter. I know I said no more cats, but come on, that one's so cute. Me in real life, if I didn't have a restriction on how many animals I could have, I would be coming home from the shelter with animals constantly. And not in a, like, I can't care for them and I'm over hoarding animals kind of way, but in a, like, I believe every animal needs a home, and if I have space and money to have it have a home, it is having a home. It is my baby now, you know? I don't like the people that are, like, hoarding animals, you know, like, where they just keep getting more animals and they're all getting, like, subpar or even less than subpar care because they're not able to, you know, afford or keep up with that many animals. It's not my cup of tea. I don't love that. It's like, okay, you're kind of trying to help animals, but are you really? Because you're just putting them in, like, the same or worse situations than they were in before. Especially the ones that hoard them from, like, breeders or, like, repeatedly breed their animals that shouldn't be bred. Ugh. I can't. Backyard breeders drive me nuts. I agree that breeding is, like, an adorable process as far as, you know, taking care of the mother and being able to raise the babies until they're ready to go to a new home and all that sweet stuff. But know what you're doing and do it responsibly. Like, the friggin' breeding together breeds that should not exist and breeding together mixed dogs that you don't even know what breed they are just because you want them to breed. Or, like, the ones that'll be like, well, we didn't get them fixed and now they have, like, 10 litters of puppies, and the overbreeding of, like, your animal should not be having more than a max of, like, 4 litters. And 4 litters is for, like, a very large dog that can handle it. Or a very large, you know, animal that can handle it. You should not be having, like, a tiny animal having 6, 7, 8 litters of babies. That's not okay. It's not okay. It's not good on their bodies, especially when you're doing it without, you know, their proper vet care and everything, and you're just letting them do their own thing. It's so much of a strain on their body and their health. Why? Is it really worth that? Like, and I have very little respect for backyard breeders because one of my family members is and was a backyard breeder, and she's famous for breeding animals that should not be bred much longer than they should be bred and charging inordinate amounts for them, which I cannot stand, especially because she had, like, a little Shih Tzu that she legitimately bred at least 8 times. That dog was permanently 3 times the width she should have been because she just had too much for her little body. So I don't. And she would just mixes all the time, and I can't. I don't have any respect for backyard breeders. There's a way to do it properly, and if you can't take the time and effort to do it properly, then I don't. And in general, breeders, like backyard breeders and breeders that aren't responsible, rub me wrong because, like, my Nana got a dog that was legitimately free. Or no, she wasn't free. Was she like 200? I don't know. She was either free or she was like $200 because the breeders that had her had bred her like 4 times in under 4 years, and then they decided, well, instead of, you know, her earning her place in our household, we just want dogs to breed, so we're just gonna get rid of her for like $200 because we want the money and we don't want her. Bye. Like, I don't get it. Even reptile breeders that breed reptiles usually keep, you know, their reptiles that they no longer want to breed until they live out their lives, or they'll find them, you know, a safe home if they don't have the space to. Not friggin', oh, I don't feel like breeding you anymore, bye. I don't get it. A lot of backyard breeders that I've met are incredibly heartless. And you can have your opinions, everyone's allowed their opinions, but I don't support it. I understand responsible and ethical breeding, and responsible and ethical breeding can be supported and should be supported because it helps the longevity of important breeds and breed standards and stuff like that, but I can't with people that just breed to make quick money or breed to be able to breed. I mean, that's where me and my partner kind of differ really heavily because he has the mindset of like, well, every dog should be able to have a litter of puppies at least once, because what if you lived your whole life not having kids? And I'm like, I could live my whole life not having kids if I wanted to, for one. For two, certain things should not breed. I'm never going to breed my dog Nyx, because she is a very mixed breed that was inbred, and she is a lot of qualities and a lot of factors that should not be continued, like her high anxiety and her reactivity, and just it's not, there's no physical or emotional traits that, and genetic traits that should be passed on from her. She's an inbred mutt, you know. I love her, but she's a mutt. It's not, even if you are thinking like, oh, it'd be a really cute mix, you know, it's just not. I can't. I see the logical end of things. It's nighttime. I see the logical end of things and the ethical end of things when it comes to breeding dogs, and I don't think I ever would breed Nyx, because she doesn't need that. She doesn't need that. I don't need that. She doesn't need that. And that's coming from someone that adores puppies. I would love to breed dogs and be able to have, you know, raise puppies and be able to raise kittens and all that sort of stuff, but I will not do that unless I am doing it responsibly and ethically. I just won't. It's not something I would do, because I respect. But I think that's the weird kind of outlier of my brain in a way, because I'm also the type of person that, you know, I have emotional support animals, and I would never be the type of person that goes, they're an emotional support animal, I can bring them in the store, or they're a support animal, or they're a service dog when they're not a service dog. I don't do that. I won't, and I can't do that, and I refuse to acknowledge anyone that does, because it is never the right thing to do. It is never the right way to handle things. It's never safe for your animal. It's never safe for people that actually have service animals and people that have actual, like, intense disabilities that need service animals. Like, it's entitlement. It's entitlement. It's being entitled and thinking that you should be given the ability to have your animal where it does not belong just because you feel like it. There's plenty of ways to safely have your dog in a vehicle or safely have your dog at home. There's no reason to be bringing it into a store where it doesn't belong. There isn't. Point blank simple. There's none. It's a detriment to you, it's a detriment to your pet, it's a detriment to the people that have service animals, it's a detriment to the store or the establishment. It's overall just not it. I don't know. But I guess that's just my brain. I see animals as something that I love and respect and I care for, not as just an accessory to my existence. And I think that's the biggest difference, is that the type of people that do, you know, the excessive unhealthy breeding and bringing their dogs where they don't belong just because they feel like it and stuff like that, they see their animal as an item that they own rather than a companion that has its own needs and sentience and impact on the world around it. I don't know, I guess that's just my opinion, because I mean, I can't see inside the brains of those people and see why they're doing what they're doing, but it just gives off entitlement and ego, to be like, I can do this with my animal because I can, or because I want to, not because it's good for them, or other people, or other animals. But it falls into the same strain of people that'll keep their dog off leash when their dog is clearly not trained to be off leash, and then be like, oh, it's friendly, every time it runs up to people or animals that it shouldn't be running up to. It's just, it's a mess. If I had a penny for every pet owner that was behaving in an irresponsible and really terrible way, because I can't really swear right now, a really terrible way really crappy way, I guess is the best way to put it, I would likely be rich. And that, mind you, that's at a penny per person. So, to be rich, that would be thousands, if not millions, of individuals that are irresponsible and crappy pet owners. But I'm sure plenty of you know. I mean, plenty of you have probably seen the lovely epidemic of people that bought pets just to buy pets during the pandemic because they were lonely, and now they're dealing with having untrained or undertrained and under-socialized and poorly kept animals, and trying to integrate their animals into a life where they didn't really consider, you know, I can't have my animal here while I'm working, or I can't, you know, go to work with this animal, or my animal now has social anxiety or separation anxiety and all this stuff, and just like pure chaos mess. And I will admit, I did not properly socialize my dog, which is one of her biggest issues with her reactivity. I did not properly socialize her as a puppy. Granted, I was a first-time dog owner, and I was struggling really bad with my disabilities when I first got her, and I couldn't get out of the house or even really get off the couch 90% of the time to get her socialized. So there was those factors, but there was also, I was uneducated. I went into the decision very ill thought out, and I now have to deal with the consequences, and unfortunately she has to deal with the consequences, because now she lives, you know, anxious and sad sometimes, and overwhelmed, and feeling like everything in the world is against her whenever she gets frightened, and that's not fair to her. That's not at all fair to her. It's not a good thing, and that's on me, you know? So count me in that list of not so great owners and not so great humans, you know? But you live and you learn, and I'm doing my best to help re-socialize her as an adult dog and train her as an adult dog to be able to cope with the reactivity and the lack of socialization as a baby. But you move on, and it'll get better eventually, you know? I think I'm gonna try to go around instead of having to deliver this by boat. But, you know, there's the aspect of, like, lack of knowledge that makes people unable to care for their pet properly or have issues with their pet's training and stuff, and then there's the straight lack of effort and lack of, yeah, I guess lack of effort, because I was going to say lack of care, but plenty of people that don't put the effort in still care about their animals. It's just they don't put the effort in to get their animals where they should be, you know, health and training and all that wise. So, because I mean, I've seen plenty of people that absolutely love their dogs to death, but their dogs are severely neglected, you know? It's unfortunately a fact of life, for many, many animals in existence. So, we'll have another kitchen cat. So, I mean, it happens. It's the world. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I gotta put stuff away. My finger is asleep, which is very bothersome right now. Put away our extra wood. Put away our extra armor. Pick those back up. Put away this. Put away this. Put away the glass. Put away the flint and the glowstone. And then everything else should be downstairs. Put away the leftover fish. We narrowed that down quite a bit, which is nice.
disenchant these pickaxes. Put away this. My finger being asleep is severely bugging me. Nope, that one stays in there. Okay, wake up, please. Finger. That's the one problem about how I lay to stream, is my hands like to fall asleep alternately. From sitting here bent on my elbows. Breathe, girl. I'm not getting up, girls. I was just moving a little. Breathe. Alright, power 3, no. Prop 3, no. Thorns 1, no. Sharp 3, no. Unbreaking 3, we're gonna say no. We're gonna do an unbreaking 1, which also got efficiency 2, which might be useful, but not right now. And then we're gonna try again. Impaling 5, no. Prop 4, maybe. Prop 4, maybe. Sharp 4, maybe. Fortune 3, hell yes. Unbreaking and efficient. Oh my god, I love life right now. All we need is mending. All we need is mending. Oh, life is good. Life is grand. Why did I just put that in a furnace? Life is grand sometimes. Unbreaking 3. Power 4. Unbreaking 3. Prop 3. Prop 3. Unbreaking 3. Kind of a waste. We'll disenchant just the plain Unbreaking 3 one. For right now. We did it! We just need efficiency 4, which we have upstairs on a book. And mending. Progress. I'm gonna sleep. And then I think I might get off. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. He hasn't messaged me that he's coming home yet, but like I said, I kind of want to read before he gets home, if I get the time to. And I might have the time to. That's a good progress point to leave off on, I think. I wish I could transfer enchants off of things onto books, because I have so many mending bows and mending fishing rods. But alas, I don't think I have mending on anything else right now. Right there, but like I said, I can't use that because I want to use it for prop 4 and mending. So we do need mending still, which is unfortunate because that's basically just gonna be fishing, I think, right now. Unless I really want to go with a lectern and try to roll a villager for ages, which I really don't. So I think that'll just be a fishing thing. So I could always fish some more while I'm on today. But I don't think I want to. I think I'm getting tired of laying like this, and I'm ready to go read. So I think that's gonna be it for today. I gotta clip your nails, lady. You got dagger talons. Anyways, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will hopefully be streaming again pretty soon, but I'm sure it'll be probably later this week at the closest. I should hopefully upload all the VODs that are sitting up here on Twitch so that they don't get lost to the void. I hope you all have a good rest of your week. Be sure to take care of yourselves, drink some water, eat some food, take your meds, get some sleep, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!